My name's Shantz. I'm the community coordinator with Our Food Southeast New Brunswick. We're a network, a food security network that works in the counties of Albert, Westmoreland, and Kent in Southeast New Brunswick. To me, food and growing food is it's kind of a basic social need. So when you live in a place where those basic needs aren't being met, and you see the social cost of those needs not being met, it feels like such an important thing. And the other thing, why food? Because it's a need that kind of bridges cultural barriers, bridges demographics. So it's something we all share. So it's a challenge we can all identify and we can all work behind. And there's so much potential. And food really does have the power to change the way society thinks. And so that's why I think it's worth being an activist in the food movement. It's rewarding. Growing food is important to me because to be honest, I believe that we have a very broken food system. And for me to be able to have the basic quality of life that I want, I feel that I need to grow my own food. And I feel like we all need to grow our own food so that we can have the quality. And not everyone can't garden, but we need to figure out where our food comes from, build relationships, and actually care about where our food comes from. And because I care, I grow my own food and I want to share it with everybody else. And the most significant change that I've seen in our region is the fact that we are starting to get new farmers. We are starting to get people asking the question where their food comes from. So that conversation is changing. Another significant change that I've seen is that our food prices are going up, and food access to people that need the food, the people that actually need healthy food more than I do, don't have access to it. And that's something that hasn't changed in the last 4 years. If anything, it's something that's become worse with food prices. But at the same time, on the flip side, there's a movement towards the community food center model. And I think the conversation is moving. There's still a long ways to go. But what we need is to collectively share the responsibility for our food system. We need to all realize, because we all partake in it, we need to make sure that it actually serves not only us, but people that are less fortunate. So that's a change, that's a conversation that's happening. And it's really exciting to be part of that. Because 4 years ago, that's something that you could have never brought up with a policymaker, most policymakers, provincial government, but now it's actually starting to become part of the conversation, and that's a pretty big deal. The most wonderful thing that I see happening in our region is community food actions. And before I got involved with the Our Food project and food security, a lot of these, I never had any idea what was happening in our schools, what's happening in our community kitchens, in church basements, in community gardens. There's an incredible cultural shift that's happening, and there's communities that are meeting together around food. Community gardens are popping up everywhere, and the fact that we're starting to share food and we're starting to think that way, and we're drawing in a new crowd, a younger crowd, and hopefully an older crowd at the same time, because that's where the skills are. But that's the wonderful thing, is to start seeing these people come together, sharing their skills, and building up a movement. But at the same time, it's not like just a regular activist kind of movement. You're actually providing for your own needs, and you're engaged on a deeper level than just on an idealistic level. And I think that's the most wonderful thing, is these food actions really speak to everyone. And yeah, that's it. They speak to everyone.